Okay, I have a MacBook Air and it says no power. There are no screws at the back, which implies that it's already been attempted. No SSD. Uh, I think this is a quarter fan spin. No SSD and no screws at all on the board. So let's just see. I think this is a quarter fan spin, if I remember correctly. Yeah, quarter fine spin. So this is a quarter fine spin. Uh, and that's about it. Let's do that. Yeah. Okay, let's take the board out and see what you're dealing with. They already took the screws out of this one. Only two screws holding the battery. There are no screws on the board. And SSD also not included. Let's go to the other side of the board to get an understanding of what's happening. So because we have a fan spin, we are not worried about PPDC in voltage. That is definitely present. We are not going to worry about PP bus voltage. That is definitely present. We are not going to worry about PP3 voltage. That is definitely present, because if we didn't have that, the machine would not make its way into SO state. To get a fan spin, then the device has to be in SO state to get a fan spin. However, the device is not posting, just as we see. We just get a fan and then it stops. So this is an 820.00165. It's let's see. If it's 1.8, it's 2017. If it's 1.6, it's going to be 2015. So it's 1.6, and this is 2015. And also, given the webcam the image processor for the webcam, also the type that is used. So this is 2015 and it's a 1.6. The board numbers are the same with 2017. Is it is 165. There you go. This is our board view. Okay, so let's with an issue like this one, you only want to concentrate on the other side of the board. So let's see what's happening on the other side of the board. Mm, okay. Uh, we want to see if anything stands out. So far, we don't really see anything yet, except this resistor here looks a little funny, and this cap here also look funny. So those are the only two that seem to suggest an issue. So let's replace those two and see if we have any changes. Now this doesn't. There's really no need to replace that. The resistor seem fine. It does have a bit of. Is it? No. It looks like. Okay. It almost. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We can just replace it. Uh, this is 2015, but he was saying 2017. Or he thought it was 2017. No, this was the one that came in. This is the one I brought. Because there was the one he gave me on Sunday. And I can. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we pick up anything else. Why does it give any time to cool off? Hmm. Okay, we have this by the SMC. Let's see. So that's SMC PP33 underscore S5 underscore SMC VDDA. Let's see, do we have a short there? Let's see if we have a short on that cap. Yeah, so that's definitely our problem. So that is our problem. Let's check that. Yeah, that is our problem. So let's so the first two we replaced was really not an issue, but then those were also preventive repairs. If we had to do those, even though those were not our primary issues, but most likely that will be an issue in future. Okay, so that was definitely a problem. Uh, okay, let's replace that, and we should be good to go. Okay, so we just need to clean off that section, and we should have a working machine. Okay, um, when we did a board inspection, we spotted we spotted R51. We spotted a bit of a corrosion around R51 R8154, but then it didn't really look an issue. But then we had to replace it, and then also we spotted corrosion by C1906. It didn't also look like an issue because there was no broken pad as a result to Y1905, but then we had to replace it as well as a 1905 just in case, and then we had to do that because that was the only thing we saw at the time. But when we further looked, we found C5125 was also looking funny because of liquid in that section, so we had to measure, and then we found that it was actually shorted to ground, and that was why the device itself would start, and then SMC, that was one device will start, but then immediately go off. So, and also the initial description that I gave it was not exactly quarter fan spin, because a quarter fan spin, when provided you have power, which is charger connected to the device, it will always try to the fan will spin and then stop, and then spin and then stop, and that will just continue on a loop. But in this case, the device just starts, and then and because you have a short on your PP3V3 underscore S5, AVREF underscore SMC, it shuts off, and that's it. There is no repetition of the process unless you disconnect power and then you connect power again, or unless you try to hit the power button with the battery connected. So that was our issue, and I'm pretty sure that after the replacement, we should have a working board. So let's plug our charger to it now and see if we have any changes. Okay, so as you guys can see, the fan starts and it stays. Initially, the fan will start and stop. So we're just gonna see if we have something on the screen. It's one thing for us to get a fan spin, is another thing to see that the device is actually posted. So an Apple logo will give us the answers that we need. And by the way, you will not get the LED on the charger because you don't have the IO board cable connected. The IO board cable plays a major role in the LED being present on the charger. Okay, we have a backlight. Let's see, and that's it. That's an Apple logo. Okay, thank you guys. So this is going to get assembled by Peter. And by the way, soon you will get a question in my folder because there is no drive on it. So it's that's just the initial stage to look for a boot path. And when it doesn't find, there you go. You have a question mark folder because there is no boot path present. Thank you guys. This is gonna then go to Peter. He will assemble the device, put it together, and yeah, and that'll be it. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.